We are back for a CH Saturday brought to you by CH Insurance. They are in your corner and have been for 25 years. Check out the big billboard on 690 like I did yesterday. All over the place in your corner. Personal, commercial insurance, and of course, call for that great boost program as well. John Sereno is back and he's brought a special guest with him. It's our friend Joe Crabbe from OIP. Gentlemen, welcome aboard. Thank you for a couple minutes.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Good morning.
Well, this was kind of an idea, John, that came quick, came to fruition real quick. And I know Joe and you have kind of been partnered up for a while. So I'll just kind of give you the floor on the intro. And I remember pounding a lot of OIP slices in my days back in local radio. But you guys have been together, and I know that you guys have kind of been in each other's corner here for what, 8-9 years now going, John, you mentioned.
Longer than that, probably going back to
how long you been
20. I started here in 2008.
I just saw some anniversary. That's how long I've been.
So one of my first clients since 2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just where we meet. We met. So there's this great coffee shop on the corner of McBride and Butternut called the Cafe Express. Right. You go in for the comedy show from the owner, Paul Rashetta. And you just meet a lot of different people from the north side of Syracuse, and that's where I met Joe.
Yep.
And we struck up a relationship, and one thing led to another, and 16 years later, we're still friends, and we're still doing business together.
Yep.
But it's more than just business, right? He's a good friend. He's a north side guy, just been one of us that are in the city and knows a lot of people, strong in the community. You've seen his commercials, I'm sure. Flaming good, the chicken wings. They're the best chicken wings.
Flame smoking good.
Flame smoking good chicken wings, the best.
Well, Joe, I know that John has spoken obviously highly of you and all that. I was curious to know, when you started with John, and then as the relationship has gone with CH Insurance, they pride themselves on being in your corner and 24/7, 365 access. So on the daily basis, I'm sure that you feel that, right? And CH being in your corner. So kind of get into that as the relationship has evolved and as CH is evolved, with you and your partnership.
Yeah, John's been there. We've been doing everything with CH, with insurance wise, for all these years, and they handle basically all aspects of our insurance. And he's been great to work with everything that we've had problems with, not problems with. It's been great. It's been a great relationship.
Well, you actually, how long ago before we met did you own Original Town?
Rosario and I started OIP in 2005, August 4th, 2005.
Yeah, Rosario Amato is Joe's partner in the OIP. So we got 7 locations?
7 now, yeah. But we've opened up 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also commercial property that we do. CH has always been with us.
So John and I are big golfers, obviously. No one is as big a golfer as Joe Jr., as we know. But, there's this old saying where you drive for show and you putt for dough. Now, dough on the course means money. Dough to you, it means dough. I mean, I know the dough and everything, the sauce and the roni, and that eventually leads to some dough in the money case. But dough for you, that's your main deal, man. That's your bottom floor. You can't build the house without the bottom floor. You guys can't build the pizza without the dough. Give me an idea of what goes into making an A+ in elite. I'm talking like a Mahomesian dough here. What goes into making that kind of a pizza dough?
It's not that complicated. It's just water, salt, sugar, and yeast. That's it. It's not that complicated.
But people say you can't screw pizza up, and I beg to differ.
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. So what are you most proud of on a daily basis about OIP and your product, Joe?
I'm proud of the chicken wings is what sets us apart, but we've been almost 20 years now in the community with, like I said, we had 7 locations, and it's just, I'm proud to be part of the Syracuse community and employ all the people we employ. It's great. It's good.
Yeah, because you have what? You have close to 70 employees.
Yeah, about 90 employees altogether.
Part-time.
Yeah.
A lot of them are part-time.
Yeah.
But he's got a tight full-time crew that have been with him a
For a
long time.
Yeah, long time.
That's great. We're here with Joe Crabbe from OIP and John Sereno from CH Insurance here on a CH Saturday. Again, in your corner every day, every way. Log on to chinsurance.cc. And John, just a couple more for you guys here. As you keep talking about the community, John and Joe, and certainly your guys' partnership, we're into fall. We're into I think fall in Central New York. If we get a great one, there's nothing better. And then the back end of the year, and then we're moving right into the new year already. I mean, we're into Q4. So 2025, John, do you, with your relationship with Joe and the insurance that you provide, I know your relationship with Joe from a professional standpoint is even different than mine and different than other people. Do you Q4, just to set this up for other people who might be in Joe's shoes who are looking to join with CH, how does Q4 work into Q1 with a guy like Joe, who you've been with for 15, 20 years? Do you review the end of year, start of next year? Do you kind of just let it ride for a little bit? How often do you talk, policy reviews? What does that go into for somebody who's looking at this and going, you know what, I got to look at mine as a business owner with like Joe and John and develop that relationship, if I'm making sense?
So, yeah, he has a lot of moving parts, right? So fortunately, we talk weekly. We at least just touch base to see how things are going. He keeps me up to date on what's going on in the business, if there's any, new locations maybe that they're looking at, or if they want a new piece of equipment, things of that nature. But typically we talk true insurance business. He has a renewal date, right? And the renewal date comes once a year. And probably, 30 to 60 days prior to that, I'll start throwing out some questions to Joe about, hey, Joe, what do you think your payroll is going to do? Usually he comes back to me and says, hey, my premiums are high, John. What can you do to bring them down? And we'll do some shopping. Like just recently, we moved the workers' compensation program to a different carrier. And so we're talking, like I said, weekly, but business wise, we'll talk, at least 60 days prior to the renewal date to get in order. It's a little different with Joe because of the relationship that we have. We talk more frequently than normal, but under any other circumstance, I would probably be talking to a prospective client at least on a quarterly basis, just to see if there's been any changes to the business. Do we need to tweak any numbers? Do we need to tweak any coverages?
All right, guys, this was fantastic. Joe, any final thoughts? I thought the answer from John was going to be, I do absolutely nothing, and he just brings me 50 pizzas a week. But, hey.
Yeah. I'd be about 50 pounds heavier if I had 50 pizzas.
I can never get enough OIP pizza, that's for sure. Joe, any final thoughts? John, any final thoughts here as we wrap up? This was great to have you both on.
Yeah, no, I'd like to personally thank Joe here. Obviously, great friendship, but more also a business associate. Been with CH for, like I said, over 16 years, and I appreciate him and Rosario, and I appreciate them staying with CH Insurance and thinking that highly of us.
Yeah, no, I appreciate CH Insurance too. They've been great over the years, and I wouldn't think of moving anywhere else. John's always been in my corner.
Great. There you go. Well, I'll tell you what.
I look forward mostly every year is getting to see Joe Convertino.
There you go. See that? Yeah, no doubt. Can't get through the set. We had to get a couple of plugs in for him. I don't want to get in trouble. And now, Joe, you're a media star as well. Now that you've come on the ML Sports Platter and the famous CH Saturday, so I'm sure that you can go tell your folks back at OIP how unreal it was to media. Yeah. Well, this was terrific. Joe Crabbe from OIP and my man John Sereno from CH Insurance. They are in your corner. Go log on to that website, as I mentioned. Personal and commercial insurance, of course, the Boost program, tremendous as well. John, Joe, thanks so much. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. And Joe, I'll be in to see you as well.
Yeah, have a great week.
Thanks, Mike.